I'm Farhan Sheikh. I'm pursuing a master's in civil engineering from Central Queensland University. Due to the changes in the immigration rules and those policies, so I just wanted to take the PT exam. And the main reason of taking the PT exam was to apply 485 visa, and we just got a time of like 2 weeks. That too with a hard schedule, finishing our assignments and doing the job and coming back home. So I feel like we didn't give our best, but still we got a good scores due to by your help. Like you just provided a lot of things to us, how to go, how to get it from the mock test and all. And being a IELTS background student, I didn't knew what PT is. I have just gone through some YouTube videos, but I was not sure at all. Like after taking the classes from you, it was like very much sure how it goes. And after giving the mock test, the first mock test, actually I was disappointed due to writing and reading, as you know that. But once I have given my second mock test, it was like confident. But still, I was like telling you that I'm nervous. But after when I went to the exam, something has happened with me, or else I would have scored 70 plus in listening also. But the preparation as I took, I was not expecting that result. But still, the tips and techniques you showed a pathway to follow, then that helped me a lot actually.
Thank you very much, Farhan. Now, one question that whenever you started PT coaching with me at the very beginning, you thought that, okay, I have very limited amount of time, like, only 2 weeks. On top of that, you were in a rush that, okay, Hafiz, I have to get the score. I have to submit the score for my 485 visa because there are some changes going to happen. The day you started and the day you sat for the exam, could you please tell me the experience from the day one and the day you sat for the exam? How's your confidence level? How much you thought that, okay, now the way you perform, you are expecting good score. Could you please share
Day
some of it?
one, yeah, yeah. For the day one, I just met you in the master class in the city in Collins Street. Maybe Collins Street or not, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Uh, After that, I felt I have to take coaching because there are a lot of things in PT. I can't directly go blindly by following YouTubes and all. But when I felt the way you taught us things there in like maybe 5 hours or 4 hours, I felt we have to take the coaching because we have a limited time. We just can't go blindly. We have to get to some mentor who evaluates our mock tests and all. And the day one was good. And the day two, when we joined with you, like trainer, we have choose you as a trainer. You explained us very well how PT works actually and how we can score by applying all the techniques and how to do that. So day one was still confusing, but once I started doing speaking and I felt I can see there's good scores coming up. And then after slowly went into listening, then after reading, writing, I was just messed up with reading and writing, but still after the tips you have shared after doing the some mock test, the templates you provided, that worked a lot actually. And even I was like scared of doing those templates because those were looking very big, but you told that we have to do that anyhow. There's no other chance because lot of templates are there, but everyone's using the same templates. But this template is somewhat different from all because I didn't find anywhere in the YouTube and anywhere else. So I just mucked up it like for like 2 to 3 hours and just have given try with the other topics and went well. And it
Great,
was
great.
good up to the last mock test.
Yeah, I checked because you have attempted three mock tests. I checked everything. I told you that because the first mock test, it might be difficult for you or you're not getting your expected score. But whenever you are sitting for the second and third, you are actually was very much consistent. That's very important that when you are consistent, that you are performing the best. Now, Farhan, these questions I always face that 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, those days are good enough to get prepared for the PT to get at least 65. From your point of view, do you think that 4 weeks are good enough if the person is giving the best shot within that 4 weeks, they can be prepared the best for getting 65? What do you think?
It depends upon the potential of the person because some of my friends are still facing problems in PT after taking 2 to 3 times. But some of the students who are having some basics, they can do it in 2 weeks. And for
But
that two
remember
weeks,
that I
we need
told you
some
that
mentor.
you followed a one particular format about repeat sentences, couple of things in
Exactly.
it. I told you that don't do it
Yeah, yeah, got it,
because
sir.
you
Yeah.
told me that one of my friends referred. But
Exactly. I
because
didn't agree with
because
you.
I know that people, it's not about how many times people are sitting for the PT exam. It's all about whether they are going on the correct path or not.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the
So
reason we wanted to choose a mentor like anyone because after doing the masterclass, we was like, okay, we will go with this. And all of six of us, like, ready to go with you, and we started coaching with you.
a very straightforward question. Do you happy the way you actually got support from me, the way we work together? Do you really happy?
100% we are happy. Without you, it was not possible actually, because we don't know what PT is actually. We can even go through YouTube channels, a lot of YouTube channels, but still, if we get a one-on-one coaching and a Zoom session, so we'll be in a right track. What needs to be followed in 2 weeks? No one gives a study plan of 2 weeks to get 70 plus of scores as I scored. So this was mandatory to take a coaching by any person, but you were the person we felt that you can just motivate us and show a right path to get 70 plus at least in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It
So,
was a great journey. It's 100% sure it was a great journey.
honestly speaking, Farhan, definitely I helped you, but you are the person, your basic, your foundation also helped you a lot because it's not about that within 2 weeks some magic can happen. Definitely, whatever the things I told you, you adopted it very quickly.
Exactly.
You demonstrated it very
The
quickly.
reason is you told in a way that we can adopt those things very easily. You didn't make things complicated. It was very easy to get. Okay, guys, don't do this, do this. It was
Okay.
like step by step process, and we were like, okay, that's great. So
Okay, that is the way I actually teach people. It's not about any kind of recipe, but I make sure that everyone can understand in the easiest manner because it's not about rocket science. It's not about complicated
exactly.
things. It's very easy. It's English language test, so that I can make it very easy way so that you can understand and do your best. Now, Farhan, I just need your one of suggestions for others who will be watching that video. That many people think, oh, I can learn all these things from online or YouTube videos. Do you think following random things without following a proper pathway or directions, it is wise to sit for the PT examination? What is your
I
opinion,
was
person?
I am also from the same track as on the day one I told you, sir. I have gone through some YouTube videos and I know this thing, this stuff. But end of the day, when we entered into the sessions, so I got to know this is the only just basic information they are providing on YouTube. It's not in detail. As you provided in detail a step-by-step procedure, a study plan for 2 weeks, how it works, how many hours, the dedication, the motivation, how we need to get inspired by the scores, how we need to check all the things and get into the right pathway was most important from this coaching session.
Okay, that's great.
You can't blindly follow YouTube.
That's the
100%
reason I
correct.
told you that some of the students are sitting for multiple times. My question is that if you are sitting for the first time, definitely you should know what are the mistakes you made and why you are not working on those areas before sitting for the second time. Because when you called me after completing your exam, you told me that, Hafiz, I made these mistakes. What do you think? I told you that you don't need to be
Exactly.
worried
Yes.
because you can get a score. Why I told you, based on the last 2 weeks, communication with you, the
Yeah,
way I
yeah, yeah.
checked your performances, everything I understood, the way you perform your read aloud, repeats and describe image, it will give you more than 65 plus easily in the speaking. Though you told me that you messed up with written lectures, but still you got
Exactly.
72 in the speaking. No.
Mm.
Now, Farhan, in future, say, if any of your friends are looking for a score in language test for their visa and migration, would you like to suggest them for PT or IELTS and why you will be suggesting them in the shortest possible of time?
Yeah, for Australia, obviously PT is the only option. PT, it's not complicated. We have to just get into that thing and we have to understand how PT works. But
Yes.
in IELTS, we have to get a lot of time to crack IELTS because IELTS is totally different from PT. It's not easy to crack IELTS in 2 weeks. If I sit for the first time for IELTS, it wouldn't happen. I wouldn't have get a 5.5 band in IELTS. Whereas I
Yeah.
got 72 plus 72 in PT
You
due to
got
the
seven band score.
understanding. Exactly. I was not I was shocked by seeing the result and still I was like, how did I got the score? I was a big question mark on my face. But I recommend doing PT is far better than IELTS because even the result thing, I just got the result in 4 hours. I didn't knew that I'm gonna get the result in 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours. But when coming to IELTS, it's gonna take like if I take a computer-based test, it's gonna take like 5 days. If a paper-based test, it's gonna take 13 days. So
13 days, yes. And sometimes
we
you can
have
take
just
3 weeks
15 days
as well.
of time to apply a 485 visa, and we don't get a result by taking IELTS. So it's of no use. So this was a
That's
great thing. Getting a result in 4 hours was actually a good thing for us. We can
okay.
even apply for 485 right now.
Okay. So my next question is about those students who are working full time. They are very busy in their study, job, and personal life. From your own experience for the last 2 weeks, the way you manage your time, the way you actually make a balance between your job, your personal life, and PT, what should be the recommendation and suggestions that a student should do these things and what they shouldn't do? So, would you like to share any kind of thoughts regarding that? It will be the best.
Yeah, just only 2 points. Like we were doing unpaid internship for like 4 months, and we just finished our internships, and we were just finalizing our final assignments. We were too busy actually. We have to do the job also to get our expenses out. But still, if he needs something, we have to do that exactly. If a person needs PTE, he will take the time out anyhow. If he even busy, it doesn't matter actually. If he wanted to score, if he needs that exam so early, like we need the exam at the moment, so we just did it and we finalized the things. Even I was working like for 12 hour shift in the morning, like morning going at 6 a.m. and coming back at 4 p.m., resting for 1 hour, again starting at 7 p.m. with you in the coaching, and after your class just 1 hour for that. 4 hours maximum, that's it. Like
Okay,
4 days, 4 hours, 2 weeks, not more
that's
than eight
great.
days. Eight
That's
days,
great.
4 hours, 32 hours, that's it.
Okay, that's great. Now, next is the feedback. Because I believe that whenever you are practicing and you are not depending on the score the portal is giving, rather you are sitting with a particular person to understand what are the mistakes you're making, where you can improve. Now, could you please tell me something about the way you got the feedback, the way you understood? Was it easy to adopt? Was it easy to actually take that and make that happen the next time? How was your experience about the one-on session and feedback session? Could you please explain something like that?
One-on-one section was the main section of the whole training period, because that's the only section you were marking our things and showing our mistakes and how to work on it. Because portal, it just gives the result, but when coming towards the manual checking, like you were checking, like you were going through the mistakes of spellings, grammar, it was not showing on the portal. But you overallly have seen those two things and told me you have to improve your grammar skills in that, and I did that, and I got even 72 in reading. I was shocked by seeing that result.
Yeah, I know, because read aloud contribute to huge amount of scoring the reading. Now I'm
Exactly.
talking about
Also reading.
speaking. When you were doing speaking, there are a couple of things you were doing, but I told you don't do it. Like, could you please tell me something that okay, whether it was useful for you to adopt and you can practice accordingly, and any kind of thought regarding that because
Yeah,
speaking
exactly.
is very important.
I was just following, so one of my friend referred me a tip or trick. What do we say for that? So I was just, because I was just losing marks in fluency and repeat sentence. So that's the reason I was just adding some extra sentence, and I was going through, and I was getting good fluency on the. But after the mock test, you told that it's not gonna work in the real PT exam. So stop doing this. And once I did the full mock test, I got some extra scores when compared to that technique I used in the like past days.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it helped me actually. It helped me a lot.
Yes. On top of that, I told you that the way you are doing describe image, you can do the way you want, but definitely you have to make sure that
Like,
you are not thinking and speaking, rather you are
yeah,
only speaking so that you can
exactly.
be speaking fluently. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. That worked actually, because I think describe image gave me good marks in speaking. Due to I messed up with retail lecture. I was like shocked by seeing the retail lecture, and the recording went on. I didn't try take any points. So maybe describe image gave me good marks in the speaking session.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And I told you that you will be getting good score in the speaking because your voice is very good. On top of that, the way you have done practices, it is, I can easily tell to you that, okay, it was very good performance and you can get the score, even though you told me that you made some mess up, but I told you that you'll be getting a score because of my own understanding for the last couple of weeks, your performances. Now, Farhan, you got to know me from the masterclass. I
Exactly.
took the I took the masterclass for 6 hours. Now, could you please, though I have taken one video testimonials regarding the way you express, could you please tell me something about how this masterclass can help one person to understand the PT overall if he or she is new or if or she has taken PT one or two times, how it can help them within 6 hours get to know the gist on what are the things that are required from your own experience. Could you please tell me something?
Being honest, one of my friends just shared the link. His name is Sajid, as you know. He was just telling that, bro, just we got some free PT class. Let's go and sit there and know what PT is. We just directly randomly came into the session. We just the night before we got the link, and we just registered and we came to the class. And after doing that master class, we came to know that we have to take coaching from a person for the first time. We can't blindly go through any portals, like a lot of portals online. So it was very much helpful actually, because if you don't come to that master class, if you wouldn't have come on that day, we wouldn't have met you. So we came and we felt that you are very much, how can I say, expressive in telling all the thoughts and how to crack this PT in 2 weeks. So it was actually helpful, the masterclass. Everyone has to attend the class actually,
Yeah,
like taking some time out. They have to come to the class and sit what's going on, because people are not doing this masterclass just for a time pass sake or something like that. This is
exactly.
actually beneficial, because as we got benefited, I can say that it's very much beneficial for us.
It's also help you to make decisions that whether you need a trainer or not, whether you
Exactly.
have to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
for the next
That's the
level.
main thing, because on the same day we just met you in the evening personally, and we told we are like six friends. We just
Yeah,
wanted to do training and we finalized on the same day.
yeah, that's great. That's good. Farhan, my last question, and that will be the end of today's discussion, is if in future any of your friends, colleagues are looking for PTS score, would you like to recommend us, that is me, and why?
100%. I can even show you proofs that I have shared your contact to one of my friends in India. Because see, everyone's not like you. Like they just come, teach, and just go. But they don't motivate. The motivation is important. You can do it. You can do it, and your fluency is good. The motivation and the way you are showing all the mistakes. No one does this actually, because they know this guy is studying masters, so no use of telling all the basics. But you still did that thing. Already, I have sent you a contact. Maybe they're gonna text you very soon,
No worries, mate.
because
I,
they have given PT for 2 times and they messed up
I
everything.
always tell that story that without preparation, if you're sitting for the PT, it will waste of time, money, and your
Money,
motivation.
exactly. Time, money, and this is most
You're
important thing.
frustrated. On top of that, you are not trusting the system. Oh, PT is not for me. It's not for you or other people. If you are prepared, you'll definitely get the score. And Farhan is the proof. So if Farhan can get the score within 2 weeks of preparation, at least 65, though I was expecting that you can get more than 70, but it's all right because you got 10 PR points, that is 65 plus. At least the problem is solved. But I'm
So
expecting
it
in
comes under
future.
all seven, right? Like
Yes, all seven. You got all
67.
seven. 65 plus
Okay.
means seven each in
Oh, okay.
individual. So you got that one, no problem. But in future, if you're thinking that, okay, Hafiz, I'm planning to sit for one more time for getting 79, that is IELTS band score 820 pair points, super English, don't hesitate to contact me.
Yeah,
From
I'll
my
just
point
text
of
you
view,
back.
I'll try my level best to guide you such a way so that you can get the score because already you know what are the things you need to do. I just need to fine tune some of the areas and hopefully that will be the best. And I'm just expecting that everything will be sorted out. I wish you all the best. I know
Thank
you're
you
a very
so much. Thanks
honest
a lot.
and disciplined person. Just focus more on the things that are required for
We
your
have
visa
to be very
process.
much thankful for you, like giving all these sessions and taking time out. And one-on-one sections was very much long. Like 1 hour session was very long. So it
Because
was
I believe that, if I want to make someone score, I have to give them that kind of intensive session. I have to make them understand what are the mistakes they are making, what are the areas they have to improve. If not, what's the point of giving the commitment? I'm not saying that I'm giving the guarantee that you can get their score, but the way I teach, I can assure that if anyone follow, they should get their score. That's very important.
exactly, sir. This was really helpful. The worth, we it was a worth of money and time and all. Overall, it was crazy.
Thank you very much, Farhan. And
Thanks a lot for that, sir.
it's
Seriously.
going to be midnight, so it's. I really appreciate that you joined now, and I wish you a healthy life. I wish you
Anytime for you, sir. Like if you even wanted to tell us to join at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I'm ready. Because the way
no
you
worries,
helped
mate.
out, it's nothing.
But one thing is very important that remember anyone in your life who is looking for any suggestions regarding the way you have gone through, always give them what are the honest opinion.
Exactly.
Exactly how you faced, how you can tackle. Because at the end of the day, your suggestions, your recommendations, your opinion
It will
does
help.
matter other people and they can make the
Exactly.
decision based on that. So it is my goal. I always make people understand that how easily I can make them understand what needs to be done and what they should avoid. So this is very important to be settled in Australia.
Yes, sir, exactly. Because no one is having time to give all these things, but
Yes.
we need to motivate everyone. Like if we
Yes.
have something with us.
If anyone asks you, always try to tell them what are the things are required from your own point of view and what you have actually experienced. That will be the best advice for him, and he will remember your advice forever because that one advice might help you to solve the problem, whatever he is facing or she is facing.
Yes, sir. Actually, it does matter. Actually,
Yeah. Remember that the long way to go. Just PT is
exactly.
just one of the stage that you passed. There are more stages are coming, and
Exactly.
focus more on those stages so that everything will be sorted out soon. Okay.
Yeah. What is it? Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot again.
All the
See you
best,
next.
mate. Thank.
Bye.
Thanks, mate.
Bye.
Bye.